The Cateye. It is one of the most revered institutions in the tech poi world. It goes all the way back to the work of Arashi, Alien John, and so many more. And I have not done a tutorial on them in quite some time, so I'm going to break down how to do cateyes for you in this video. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And in this video, we are going to tackle the cateye. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecha, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these amazing companies and the work they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. Alright, so cateyes are kind of a weird little curiosity that have been around in the poi world now for something like 15 or 20 years. The idea is basically that your hand is tracing out a shape that is roughly the same size as an isolation, that is a circle that has a diameter of 1 poi length. And in the process, it is going around the opposite direction that the poi is. And this means that the poi traces out a very, very long and slender ellipse. This originally goes back to a move that Arashi used to do, which Arashi would just refer to any poi move that involved creating an ellipse as being a cateye. And then Alien John kind of refined this idea down to this specific version of a cateye, because this version apparently didn't really have a name at the time. And of course, we can do vertical cateyes, we can do horizontal cateyes, what have you. But we're going to focus on just the vertical cateyes in this video. And specifically because doing cateyes requires a lot of really specific knowledge for both your body and the poi that takes a little bit of time to develop. So let's find out how to do that. So the first thing we're going to have to learn how to do is, if you have begun spinning poi by, say, spinning your poi like this, then there's a couple things that you're already used to doing. One of which is that whenever the poi is moving up, your hand is moving up. Whenever the poi is moving down, your hand is moving down. Whenever your hand is moving right, the poi is moving right. And whenever the poi is moving left, your hand is also moving left. And when we're performing cateyes, we need to have the hand go left when the poi goes right, and go right when the poi goes left. Confused yet? Excellent. Here's how we begin to work on this. I want you to go ahead and start with your poi kind of dangling between your feet like this, and your hand directly above it, about waist height. Now, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you kind of swing the poi up, going side to side like this, with your hand on your center line. I want you to just get a feel for this kind of floating movement right here. Your hand isn't moving from side to side yet, it's just going up and down, right? Cool. Now we're going to try a different version of this. I want you to go ahead and, as you pull your hand up, rather than pulling it up your center line, you're going to pull your hand out towards your right shoulder. When that happens, the poi is going to come to your left shoulder. And your mission is to try and get both your hand and your poi to go straight back down your center line, like so. So you're kind of pulling your hand out and then dropping back down your center, pulling your hand out, dropping back down your center. This is really, really, really important. Make sure you have a visual check at the top that your body center is on the poi center. Your hand should be even with your right shoulder. If your hand is on your center line, we need to work a little bit more of pulling your hand to the side like this. So, start off by pulling your hand to the right, go back down, your hand to the right, go back down, your hand to the right, go back down. When that gets to feel comfortable, I want you to bring your hand up to your left shoulder and then back down. Your left shoulder, and then back down. Your left shoulder, and then back down. This, of course, is going to mean that you're going to have to cross your hand across your body. You're going to wind up with your hand at your left shoulder, the poi at your right shoulder. So we think left shoulder, down. Left shoulder, down. Left shoulder, down. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to, because again, when your hand moves to the left, you're going to want to move your poi to the left too. And it's really imperative that they move to opposite sides. Part of what's hard to wrap your head around here is that there's really not the same kind of tension on the poi tether that we're used to doing when we spin like a static spin like this. There is still just a little bit of tension on the tether, but not very much. It's like barely noticeable, and it is just enough to keep the tether from going completely slack. So once you have been able to do 10 reps with just the right hand going to the right shoulder, and then 10 reps with the right hand going to the left shoulder, and of course making sure that the poi goes to the opposite shoulder, not out the same direction. When you get 10 reps of each, then you want to switch back and forth between them. So I'm going to go hand to the right, hand to the left, hand to the right, hand to the left. And we want to kind of feel the poi bounce back and forth as I'm doing this here. There's kind of like a little U shape that my hand is tracing out as it's going across the bottom here. And the poi, of course, is going to do a much more exaggerated U shape as it goes back and forth. So, with that in mind, again, we're going to work towards being able to do 10 reps going back and forth, and then we have to work on getting the poi to go over your hand rather than just under it. Okay, so we've gotten good and comfortable with bringing the hand back and forth across our shoulders and always having the poi pointing the opposite way. This is basically like a float or a pendulum, where the hand is kind of working against the poi in terms of the lateral direction as it goes up and down. So the obvious question then is, how do we go from this to this? I'm so glad you asked. So step one is that we're going to pick a side where we're going to let the poi go over our hand. My dominant direction of spin is clockwise, so I'm going to do this when my hand is coming up next to my right shoulder here. When that happens, I'm going to give the poi just a little bit of extra juice to go over my hand, and when that happens, I'm going to sneak my hand underneath it, going over to my left shoulder, and then let it drop back down. And then I'm going to go back to my little bouncy pendulum exercise here, right? So I'm going to count off 3, 2, 1, and on 0 it goes over and my hand sneaks underneath it. Again, 3, 2, 1, and 0 takes me over. You want to immediately drop back into that pendulum. You want to go from the poi going over your hand once to it not going over your hand at all. When that gets to feel comfortable, you're going to drop down to doing 2, 1, and then taking it over, 2, 1, taking it over. Then we drop down to 1, take it over, 1, take it over, 1, take it over, and then we just do it continuously. When you get to a point where you're doing this continuously, I want 2 things to happen here. The first is that I want your hand to be moving from side to side. We do not want this to simply just be a linear extension where the hand is just going straight up and down. The hand has to travel from side to side. The other thing that's really common for people to do when they're first learning cateyes is to just move their hand side to side laterally, which does do the thing of making sure that the hand is moving to the opposite side that the poi does. But to do a full cateye, you also want to make sure that your hand is moving up and down as well. This should be a very, very, very long and slender ellipse. So make sure that your hand is moving from your right shoulder to your nose, to your left shoulder, to about down to your waist here as it goes around. You want your hand to be tracing out a full circle as you're going around in this cateye here. All right, so obvious question, what about learning it going the other way, counterclockwise? Well, we use the exact same steps, but we're just going to go off of the left side instead of the right side now. So I'm going to let the poi go over my hand and then drop right back into this pendulum here. So I'm going to think 3, 2, 1, and now take it up and over. 3, 2, 1, and then take it up and over. And then we go 2, 1, and take it up and over. 2, 1, we take it up and over, and then 1, we take it up and over, 1, we take it up and over, and then we just keep going continuously with the poi going counterclockwise here. And even better, now we have the capacity to be able to switch back and forth whenever we want to. Awesome. Awesome, friends. So that is how you perform a Poi Cateye. Would you like some follow-up tutorials on how to do some hybrids, like say cateye versus isolation, or even how to do the horizontal cateye? Let me know down in the comments. Also be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help other people find this video, and of course, to help my channel grow. This video would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a huge shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you all so much for your very generous support. And if you out there watching would like to get your name in the credits or access to a whole host of other awesome rewards, you can do that by signing up for my Patreon at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. I'll include a link to that down in the description as well as up in the cards. Please help me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. Thank you in advance. And if you'd like to find out more about cateye-based hybrids, I did a very, very long video about the entire concept of hybrids several years ago that does include several examples of cateye-based hybrids that I'll go ahead and link to here up on the screen. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to get out and flow yourselves today, and I'll see you in a new video real soon. Take care now. Peace.